Hunter Renfrow had hoped that the 2022 season was just a lucky occurrence. However, after making only one catch for 23 yards in the first 38 snaps of the 2023 season, it seems like it wasn't just a random stroke of luck. Despite this, Mick Lombardi, the offensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders, claims that Renfrow has not been forgotten in their game plan. Renfrow, who prioritizes the team's success over personal achievements, remains dedicated to his approach. Over 2 games, it is what it is. We always look to get everybody involved. Hunter was a big part of the game plan in Week 1 and Week 2, and every player in a skill position will be in Week 3. Lombardi said Tuesday, "He's not deterred. We're not deterred. We're just gonna go out there and keep going and try to get some production. And really, at the end of the day, we care about team production, not individual production. So if we're 7 of 8 on 3rd down and he doesn't have a target or Davante Adams doesn't have a target, they'd much rather win the game than get the individual production." Renfrow was a Pro Bowler in 2021, having hauled in 103 receptions for 1,038 yards and 9 touchdowns. A season later, head coach Josh McDaniel took over and took the offensive reins. Renfrow has now played 12 games in McDaniel's offense and accumulated just 37 catches, 353 yards, and a pair of TDs. A subject of trade rumblings during the offseason, Renfrow admitted before the season kicked off that he felt he let a lot of my teammates down last year. So far this season, he hasn't really had much of a chance to lift anyone up. In a Week 1 win over the Denver Broncos, Renfrow barely saw the field. He registered just 12 snaps and wasn't targeted. Against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday, he saw an uptick in playing time with 26 snaps and pulled in his only target from Jimmy Garoppolo, tallying a 26-yard reception. Though it's puzzling why Renfrow has become an afterthought. After showing he's a Pro Bowl caliber talent, this season has been a drive on the struggle bus. For the Raiders offense as a whole, Las Vegas has put just 27 points on the board into games total. Jacoby Myers, who missed the Bills game with a concussion, had 9 catches in Week 1 and Adams has 12 in 2 games. Beyond that, no other receiver has more than 1 catch. If the offense gets going and starts moving the chains, Renfrow will get his chances. Or at least that's Lombardi's way of thinking. I think just overall in terms of the passing game, we've got to stay on the field a bit more on 3rd down and sustain drives, and present more opportunities on drives moving forward. Lombardi said, "The coverage can dictate one thing and the ball goes to a certain player. Or we misread something at quarterback, miss a blitz pickup. All those factor into the passing game regardless of the explanation. Renfrow hasn't factored in the passing game so far. Perhaps he's just a bad fit for McDaniels and Lombardi's offense, but getting a former all-star more involved in a skidding attack might not be a bad approach." In conclusion, it appears that Hunter Renfrow's lack of production in the 2023 season is not simply a random stroke of luck. Despite having a successful season in 2021, Renfrow has struggled to make an impact in the offense. Under head coach Josh McDaniel, despite this, offensive coordinator Mick Lombardi claims that Renfrow has not been forgotten in their game plan and emphasizes the team's focus on overall production rather than individual success. It is puzzling why Renfrow has become an afterthought in the offense, especially considering his Pro Bowl caliber talent. However, the struggles of the Raiders offense as a whole may be a contributing factor. Lombardi believes that improving the passing game and sustaining drives will create more opportunities for Renfrow and the rest of the team. Despite the lack of involvement so far, it may be worth considering getting Renfrow more involved in the offense to help boost struggling attack.